47. Come in. 47, do you copy?
I'm here.
Are you in position?
I'm heading towards the point of entry.
Good. Get back to me when you're there. Locked. 47, use your camera and scan the lock, will you? I think I can override the Windows controls from here.
I'm in position.
47, the inauguration is taking place close by. Once you've infiltrated it, get your bearings. I'm sure there must be floor plans somewhere.
Understood.
We need absolute focus on this one. If Ingram and Stuyvesant are alerted to our presence, we may lose them for good. We are so close, 47.
Don't worry. They're not going anywhere.
Welcome to the barge, Al-Ghazali.
Welcome! Welcome. Hello! Good to see you. How lovely to see so many friendly and familiar faces here today. Now, this has been a dream of mine for a great many years. And as all of you know, I am from one of the less privileged sides of the respectable Al-Ghazali family. But with a small loan from my father, I soon built up a construction empire that was worthy of the great Al-Ghazali legacy. So, I would like to thank my cousins, without whose friendship,
You look great.
this achievement. Thank you. I'm proud to yet again immortalize our great family name. But most importantly, this building is for all the people. This is the tallest building in the world. I'm very proud of it. So, I'm humbly proud to open the Burj Al-Ghazali. Oh my God, the sun. Now please, be my guests and celebrate. Thank you.
Listen, I want to talk to the partners directly. Make them understand why all of this is happening. And that terminal gives me an idea. There's a server room near the Sheikh's personal reception. If you can gain access to it, we might be able to recover useful intel from it. We'll have to work together to hack the system, but it's our best shot. It looks like the staff area could provide you with a viable route to the server room. There's a keypad lock on the doors to the staff area. One moment. All right, try this. 4706. There's quite a bit of security here. One moment. You ready for some more fresh air, 47?
Of all days, His Highness has everyone working triple shifts. There's so much going on here. I've had 4 staff update meetings already. Now that crazy manager called us into another meeting, so now we've got to memorise lists of guest names, passwords for the terminals, and new special dietary needs. I mean, there's an actual limit to the amount of information the human brain can contain, and I'm pretty sure I've hit it. And to top it off, they just told us we wouldn't be getting overtime payment because we're just expected to be here. Can you believe it? God, could this day get any worse?
No. My wife sent me a link as a joke, and now all I see online are ads for these fucking shoes. There should be a box you can check when you're just cringe browsing, you know?
Nah, no way. Ads like that are the best part of the internet. Where do you think I got my "This security professional loves his Cavalier King Charles Spaniel" shirt?
Yeah, that's pretty
I think I can open that window remotely. Scan the lock with your camera and I'll have a try.
Quick, count to 10.
There's a limit on how far the camera reaches.
What a freaking waste of time.
Sheikh Al-Ghazali is reaching out to his worldwide network of lawyers and financial contacts, attempting to restore the lost power base of the Providence partners. If Ingram and Stuyvesant were asked to a meeting, thinking they'll be told of new developments, I suspect they'd jump at the chance. There's a lounge area at the top of the building. It can be sealed off for private conversations. If we lure the targets there, they'll be trapped.
It's a lot of noise.
The server room should be behind one of the doors in this hallway. Calendar function. We can use this to summon the partners to a fake meeting, 47. All right, I'm no hacker like Olivia, but I think you need to pull one of the racks here to gain access to the terminal. Damn it. The silent alarm has been tripped. Security is on its way. Hide, 47.
here.
Yes, sorry about that, 47. Let's try again, shall we? I think I've got it. We'll need a key card to gain access. Someone in maintenance should have one we can borrow for a spell.
I thought about it. Yeah, that changed my mind. It was an insane idea to go. Including golf ball. I don't want blood in my hand. I've never taken such an extreme before. Yeah. I'm now start attacking anger management. I know I have issues. Admit it.
That's the first step, right?
Yeah, I've not the golf ball out in the maintenance scrub. I'll take it as a
Person, you monster! I am calling for help. I'm not.
Really risky. It's good to know that you have like certain time limits.
Well, that must have done something. Can you see anything different in the room?
Not really. Well, let's just try it, I guess.
7 guards are heading your way. Be careful.
Everything looks fine. To you guys and your stupid content. I'm sick of coming down here.
Something seems different, but then again I have no clue. Oh, wait a minute.
Good. We're in. Now all you need to do is access the terminal and use the calendar option to summon the Providence partners to a meeting. Good work. The meeting has been booked. The partners should be moving up here shortly. Huh. Looks like the lounge can be sealed off for private conversations. Excellent. I see the partners moving. You should join their meeting. Time to end this, 47. Cameras are showing a lot of guards up here. They wouldn't suspect one of their own, though.
Hello? Yeah, just wanted to remind you about the lockdown drill tomorrow. That's right, 900 hours. And the key cards to activate the alarms are still in the safe in the security room. Yeah, same code. 6927. Just don't tell your mother or I have to shoot. Okay. Okay, but remember, you need to activate the alarm.
The partners are alone now.
Otherwise nothing's gonna happen.
I'll activate the panel controlling the room's security features. When you're ready, use it to start the show.
Oh fuck, did that break it?
Sir.
Where's the Sheik? It's a busy day for him. Surely we can give him a few moments.
Do you know what he wants to talk about?
No, but I've known this man for a long time.
What's this? Carl, did you do that?
I certainly did not. I have no idea what's going on. Gentlemen, what's the meaning of this?
You're the one responsible for all this. Gray, what do you want?
Something that has been a long time due. Revenge.
Revenge? How banal. You killed Cobb, Nabokov, Caruso, the Washington twins, everyone in Haven. You broke into our bank, and you outed Providence to the world. Whatever perceived slight we've done to you is insignificant to the amount of damage you caused us. You caused the world.
You're a murderous terrorist. Nothing more. What did we ever do to you anyway?
You specifically? Nothing. Providence? Everything. Providence made me. And at the flick of a pen, Providence broke me. I'm just returning the favor. Providence has ruined the lives of countless people, expecting and facing no consequence for its actions. You take for yourselves and those who support you, and you burn everyone and everything else to the ground from the comfort of the shadows. No more.
You're delusional.
Exposing us achieved nothing beyond moving a few pieces around on a board much more complicated than you can fathom. The world believes we're dead. What more do you want?
Me? Nothing. My friend, however, well, let's just say he's a bit of an expert. I'm just here to watch you die. 47. Finish it. 47. Finish it. Finally, Stuyvesant and Ingram are gone. Providence will soon be no more than a bad memory. 47. Thank you. I'll meet you at the rendezvous on the edge of town.
Okay. Now that's of course always a good way in, but not essentially perfect. We'll work towards that. Yo, what's up?
If that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money.
Yeah, sorry, man.
We caught him once, we can do it again.
It doesn't matter how far I get the mic from my
Let
face.
him escape.
I just breathe heavily.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like
My wife
executive
always
decisions.
complains about my breathing as well. She always says to stop breathing, but
You don't have to follow her, you know?
tried it once.
Soon,
Cannot recommend.
this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did,
She'll make it right. She always does.
we have a fix on Carlisle.
I don't know, man.
Come on,
I don't know.
got a plane to catch.
Maybe I have a disease that causes me to breathe so heavily.
Miss Burnwood,
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
Yo, yo.
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
Really? Everyone's gonna complain about the breathing? I don't know, I'm a smoker. Maybe it's something to do with my settings. Let's see if I can change anything about that. How about now? Can you guys still hear me breathing? Well, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you.
She came home.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be
Okay, good.
reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlisle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir.
No,
when
I
the
don't
late
play Among
matriarch
Us.
turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together
Some
after the end of
90s,
World
like
War
what,
II at this
90s
very
music?
house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture. So don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
I feel like you guys are either bots or like the same person working on 3 accounts.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Oh, look at that. That looks so very, very cool.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
water. Unless shallow water, okay. Gotta establish the rules very soon in this game.
I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary. And all this security. I've never seen a place guarded like this. And I dare say I don't like it at all.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about this text.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me. Said she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it, actually.
Well, what did I tell you? She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101. I just need to check.
That's a bit excessive.
I guess I thought...
Considering the fact they spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house unseen.
Shit, man.
We know what
Caroline
we're doing,
really
so
did
don't
a
worry
number
about
on
that.
you.
That's rough. Oh, that's some good animation on that fabric when he put his hand inside his pocket.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
God, I love Hitman
A locked
so
room
much.
murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Always good to have some stuff to throw on you.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
So good, the detail on all that stuff. You can actually read the comments on the shoes.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Like in the previous parts, you could actually read what was in the newspaper, so let's see if you can do that here as well. So good. So much detail.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
People.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47.
Missing a clue.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
So, how long have you been working here?
About a month now.
You're American. What on earth are you doing in this shithole? A girl like you belongs in clubs in London. I bet you're a great dancer.
I don't like dancing.
What about restaurants, then? You like food? I know some great places. You should come visit. I'll take you somewhere really nice. Spend a few bucks. A girl like you deserves that.
I don't know.
How's everything coming along, Elaine?
Very well, Mr. Fernsby.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one more maid crying in the kitchen. So watch yourself around young Mr. Patrick.
Don't worry about me.
Patrick, can I do anything for you?
Yes, actually. Could you speed up time so I don't die from boredom? I fear I may not survive an entire weekend in this shithole.
Perhaps a brisk walk in the garden would do you good.
I said speed up time, not my passing. Just go away.
Of course, sir. I'll come back later.
How very kind of you, dear Mr. Fernsby. I hope to see you soon.
Gonna look for clues first and then question everybody afterwards.
Sorry, but I think I...
No,
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
There's some good detail in the reflections, man.
All right, later.
I bet he's stringing all the girls along like that anyway.
Listen, Gregory, something's off. Pruitt got word his motion was rejected. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Oh, dear God, not this again.
So I got hold of the officer. He says it was finalized, but then how can it be withdrawn?
Just wait a few days. I'm sure it'll sort itself out. Oh, stop pacing, for God's sake, Emma.
But why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is. Making us come here to play funeral and then show up like nothing's the least bit strange.
Well, don't get your knickers all twisted.
I'm telling you, she's not fit to be in charge anymore.
Looking good today, sir.
Sorry about that. Nope. Not allowed inside a room. Let's see, let's have a look at the map.
Hey.
Okay, that's
How are you?
the guy's room. That's Zachary, yeah. We have... Let's see. I'm gonna move the floor down and see what we can find. Oh, this game is so good. Like every time you play it, you learn more about the level and what goes on inside the level, what you can do. It's just so good, so incredibly good. Cannot even begin to describe why it's so good.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Alrighty then. Definitely one of the objectives to kill just everybody.
You have a way with words, Stan.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to...
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? My mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me. Yes, hi, Cassie. It's me again, Edward. I know I'm not supposed to leave you messages, and this is the last time, I promise. It's just, I don't know how to handle this whole situation. I don't think I can, really. I can't feel my legs, and my eyes are not working properly. This flicker thing again. You can't tell anyone, but the thing is, I've been asked to perform the eulogy at the funeral event tomorrow. I know it sounds so unbelievable. But even though Mother is still alive, we still have to go through with the funeral. I have to write the eulogy. I don't think I can. She will definitely want to read it, and matter. I just know she'll be disappointed in me again. My legs are really... I need you, Cassie. I'm sorry. I know. I'll hang up. Not supposed to do this. Sorry. Bye.
I stop thinking about Emma all the time, but she just makes me so angry.
What is it now?
She scolded Mary for not making the bed the way she prefers it. It's so unfair. She just discovered Zachary's dead body and was all shook up. I tried to tell her that, and do you know what she said? She said, things will change around here. I can promise you that.
I saw her rearranging the photos in the sitting room, hiding Madam at the back, and then moving Montgomery to the front. She's not right in her head. Why would she do that? He died almost 50 years ago. Thank God Madam Carlyle is still alive.
Gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games. Never any romance. I deserve romance.
I shouldn't gossip.
But that Emma woman is a tad too busy for my taste.
What is it?
Elaine says she saw her on the top floor, stroking the door to Alexa's office. I kid you not.
She can't wait to get her hands on Thornbridge Manor.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still a lot to see to, but we're in good time, I think.
Fake funeral tomorrow. Zachary found dead upstairs today. Death is everywhere. I never thought of it that way. Oh, God. It's such a big responsibility having a baby. I have to protect it, right? How do you even do that? I can't do that.
Amy is a great lass. You love her, she loves you, and now a wee one on the way. I'd say you're one lucky bastard.
Did Alice tell you what Emma did when she arrived?
Tell me.
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlyle's bedroom. We're the new head of the family after all. It is only fitting, she said. Well, Gregory was stopped, which was a surprise. He normally accepts his wife's outrageous behavior without batting an eyelid.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
Did all the groceries arrive? I heard some of the delivery people.
That
were
is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Alright, no key. Crowbar. Oh, the crowbar is always so important when you do not have the lockpick yet. Office, dining room. I guess there's still something to investigate. Oh, what's that? Fuse cell? Car battery? Ooh, screwdriver, always good.
I promised I wouldn't call you again, Cass, but just wanted you to know I feel a little better. So, gotta go. Sorry, I'll stop calling you.
What do I need to take a picture of?
I feel like it's watching.
The guy or?
Noticing
I don't
every
know.
mistake I make. Also, I should be glad Mother is still alive, but the waste of her expectations. This eulogy. Oh, sorry, gotta run.
Oh, that's nice. It's actually a photo mode. Ooh, that's nice. I like photo modes. I loved it in Assassin's Creed so much.
I should be glad
It's a
Mother
lot
is
better
still
there,
alive,
but
the waste of her expectations. This eulogy. I really want to do well. For her to be proud of me. She won't know. Oh God, now I can't feel my arms either. I'm really not coping too well. Not coping at all, actually.
okay, maybe that's like something of a photo opportunity or something like that. I have no clue. Okay. Let's see. There's somewhere on the right here. 1 second to the right.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Emma and Edward are in cahoots.
You look tanned. I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Oh, come on. I need to know what's going on. This affects me too, you know. Phil, did you find out that the vote was notarized? How the hell did that happen? No? We all signed it. I gave it to him in person.
Oh man, I'm tired. I'm about to turn in. Oh man, I'm so tired. It's time for me to go to bed. I'll finish back up tomorrow. Finish it up tomorrow. So have it safe. Alright. And thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.